Follow my lead. Let's switch positions. Oh my god, we gotta start over, dog.
That's not our theme song anymore. Our theme song is that Playboy Cardi song.
Yeah, but I haven't sang the routine one in a while.
Okay, let's go. Oh my god. Okay, come on.
Are we starting now?
Yeah.
Let's switch positions.
Back my commissions.
Fuck all the bichos.
Gotta get these riches.
Yeah. She give me her digits. She throws shot like ammunition. Money to my pockets, critics. Yeah.
For the checkup, yo. For the checkup, hey. For the checkup, hey. New necklace.
Private jet us, cause I got my check. It's been a minute. Let's go.
Okay.
Look at you.
New episode after so many weeks.
Hola.
Where have we been, you may ask? All 30 of you?
Unemployed. That's what we unemployed and stressed. And
Sick,
school.
stressed, depressed.
Oh shit.
We went through winter storm.
Winter storms, political climates.
Yep. School was whooping my ass.
So we don't. I just said Sweeto. Quavius and Sweetie broke up. Niggas fighting in the elevator. What else happened?
Something. Lil Nas and his videos causing controversy in the world.
Did you like his lace front?
No.
It just looked like it.
It looked crazy, but
extra though, right?
Yeah.
It was meant to be like 40 different baby hairs on it, right? Okay, good.
That video was inspired, by the way, by FKA Twigs Cellophane. If anybody likes that song, that's one of my favorite songs.
FKA Twigs is the one with the gap, right?
Yeah, she's light skinned with the gap. She's British.
Hello, mate. What a little bit of tea and crumpets.
Shout out to Sebastian.
Oh my god. Start over, dog. Start the episode over, bro.
I'm not starting over. I'm gonna put this in. Come on, let's go.
Hurry
up.
Shout out they boy.
Hurry up. No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
So that you say, go to minute 3 seconds.
No, you are so in your feelings. Okay, anyway, let's come on.
My feelings.
Let's go. Come on.
I just can't escape y'all's dynamic. God damn it. I can't escape it. Like,
nigga, this is supposed to be about the internet.
Nigga, let's make a group chat. God damn. Like, y'all niggas be talking about each other. God damn.
Talking about
group chat.
You bring this up all the time. You are the one who was talking about us. Yes, you do, Alexander. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get this entire gap because it looks.
Cut it out. Because
if I keep it in, no, because you're gonna look.
Keep it in, queen. No,
you're gonna look like you're needy. Yeah, that's how it's coming off.
Keep this in because we about to have therapy as friends. Needy.
That is yes. That's how you look.
What's that song? Papa was a Rolling Stone. Don't play with me. I do not need nobody. Don't play with me. Anyway.
Okay.
Chop it, keep it. I don't care. Y'all.
Okay, fine. I can keep this in. That's fine.
Internet Pilgrims, episode 3. Internet Pilgrims, episode 3. Like, what we doing? Like, let me get on my phone, man.
Oh my god! Don't get on your phone while we push you. Okay, let's go.
I just ran out of Mountain Dew too.
All right, you ready?
Country boy strength. I'm already ready.
So yes, that's what was happening the past couple of weeks. We were going through several events, and we're back with another episode. In this episode, we're going to focus it on internet. What would you call it? Subgroups, like stan accounts.
Stay right there. Let me go do remember we did like cyber sectarianism?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google what would you call annoying internet toxic communities?
Yeah, like toxic communities on the internet. I was a part of one. Part of several.
People call it the worst fan bases. People call it stan accounts. People call it hives. But let's call it
The
the
hive.
the most toxic discourses.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Merriam-Webster, if you got to. Discourse. Okay. Discourse communities. Toxic discourse communities. That's what we're gonna call this episode.
Okay.
I
That's
like
a
that.
good
I
that's a
like
good
that.
name. I like that name.
Okay, good. You ready to do the
Okay.
outro?
Keep it going. What are
No,
we doing here?
I thought that was a good episode. You ready to wrap it up? let's, let's do the outro. So you have the list.
I do have the list.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna put my notes up.
My earring is
Make sure I don't pull up
Let me
my.
take my earring out. We're very much
Here she go.
sorry, guys. My earring hurts.
Proud of you. Proud of you. I'm feeling the love in this Chili's tonight.
What's going on?
What's wrong? What's up? What's wrong?
Ah!
Oh yeah, keep all this in. Keep all this in.
Yeah, I will.
Character building. Character building. You know,
I
rounding
will.
out who Nuheezy is as an entertainer, a mother, a wife,
Who?
all of that.
I don't got kids.
Scarface. Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead.
You have to stop.
What is? I'm literally pulling up my notes. Can you relax?
Stop. We need to stop.
You relax, damn. You blowing. You making the spot hot. Keep it pushing. You making the spot.
I'm
hot.
making the spot hot, but you don't want.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that my
Anyway.
bestie in a testy? Let's go.
Okay, I'll buy you a Tesla when I get rich.
Please do.
All my
please
niggas
do.
gonna eat. Shout out to Xavier. Okay. I can shout him out, right? That's cool, right? Just make sure that's cool, right?
Yeah, that is not a problem.
Why you pull out your knife like that?
I'm just playing with it. Just playing with it.
Okay. Yeah, internet stan accounts and the toxic side of the internet. I have the shade room comments. Marathon continues. Twitter niggas. They are going crazy today after that Quavo and Saweetie video came out. Forex, The Hive, Barbs, K-pop stan accounts, gamer niggas, Ari Fletcher Twitter,
gamer niggas,
NBA Youngboy.
You know what?
TikTok fans, skincare Twitter, anime profile pic Twitter. These are all accounts that are not even accounts, like sides of the internet that preside in toxicity. And here we're here to talk about it because I was a part of some of these toxic communities. Alexander did an entire deep dive on Kevin Samuels. You want to go into that?
I just want to be like a super deep dive, but it just kind of like commentary on what he provides. We can get through the little other comments though first, because mine, I'm gonna reference this video we have.
Okay. So, my experience being a part of Stan Twitter back in the day, back when I was like real young, like 15. I'm 22 right now. When I was like 15, 14, I used to have a Beyonce Stan Twitter account, and I used to also run a K-pop account. And the things that I went through on those two accounts were very intense, especially because I was also on different forums as well. A really toxic forum for Stan Twitter to like go on is Lipstick Alley.
I like Lipstick Alley.
We use it from time to time, you know what I mean?
Get our little tea in the morning, little cup of joe.
Yeah. It's a really crazy, I don't know. I think people who are so like immersed in someone, when I was immersed in like these K-pop singers or band, like boy bands or girl groups, I like, what is the word? Idolize them to an unhealthy extent. Like I would stay up all night waiting for music video drops. I would like, stay up all night waiting for like merch, any type of content, anything. I was like obsessed with them. I would watch all their vlogs, their videos, and I would always post on my Twitter. I would spam under Twitter posts and stuff, which is very obnoxious and very annoying. And I don't know why I was doing that. Beyonce Twitter is crazy. And that's all I'll say on that, because the hive scares me. When I was a part of it, I cried so many times because I got my feelings hurt. Because internet discourse, especially in these toxic communities, are really intense because they will dox you. I was doxxed, and that's all I will speak about.
I've seen people get doxxed. How far did it go though? Was it just like, oh, we got your address, we're gonna fucking kill you, or was it like you were actually being threatened to, like people in your city, or you were getting shit sent to your house?
Well, I was like really young.
Twigs.
I was terrified. I was really young. I was like 15, maybe. And I was kind of innocent. So I didn't know a lot about technology. I mean, I didn't know about the internet, but I didn't know a lot about the internet, if you know what I mean. I was pretty naive. So I don't even remember like how I think I got into discourse with like the Navy, which is Rihanna's fan base. And I'm a Rihanna fan. And I don't remember exactly.
We know.
I am. I love Rihanna and Beyonce. And I got into an argument over something really stupid. And these accounts like flooded my DMs and started like DMing me my IP address and like the city I lived in. And I was like freaked out. I was 15. I didn't know. I thought niggas was gonna come to my door. I literally shut my computer off and went to bed. I took Benadryl and went to bed.
The window with helicopters.
I don't know. I was terrified. I literally I remember posting a thing on Reddit asking, what do I do if I get doxxed? What, you know what I mean? On like multiple like VPN. Yeah, and no one answered them except for like one guy who's like, are you a kid?
You should have went to Yahoo Answers or Cure.com.
I should have.
One time in high school, it was like there's like, I gave my boyfriend a hand job. I think I'm pregnant. Like that's the shit I was seeing on Yahoo Answers.
Well, we should do a deep dive into Yahoo Answers.
Yes,
that would be funny.
Oh, that could be the worst search engine. Bing. And we can do that sometime. But the first time I saw Stan accounts actually bleeding over into something that was annoying or crazy was when that Nicki Minaj Stan accounts met up and fought. Actually, they had like these two very popular Nicki Minaj.
I'll put the video in
a hotel lobby. It was like Nate Clips and somebody else. You know,
Nate Clips is insane. Did you see that thing?
Wikipedia used to be I don't follow many. His account always gets deleted. I never know the new.
I follow Wikipedia. I didn't even know I still follow them.
Their account don't exist no more.
No, it does. I think I followed the backup like years ago, and so I went to go look through my following list to see if I still did, and I saw whoever runs that account is crazy as ever. Like the shit that they post is insanity. But yeah.
I think that is so funny.
What are you doing, Alexander?
I was trying to look up Wikipedia. So how did it feel knowing that you were contributing to the cesspools of America and the world? How did that feel knowing that you were at the reins of just a tumor of a community? Like, how did that feel?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was very young, so I had really no type of like self-awareness whatsoever.
How many followers did you have on it?
On my K-pop account, I didn't have that many. I had maybe like 100 or so. On my Beyonce,
but a loyal 100, a sturdy 100.
Yeah, I made like a lot of good friends with them, and you know, we followed each other on Tumblr and other social media sites. I never gave them like my Instagram or anything. I went under like a completely different alias. I think because a part of me was ashamed. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I did not tell people that I was into K-pop or that I had like ran stan accounts in high school. I didn't even tell people that I was into anime. Excuse me. Or read manga or anything like that.
I just realized my camera's like all the way over there.
So I didn't know.
My first brush with internet like communities of people being predatorial.
Yeah.
Was on like video games. So it'd be like Habo Hotel or IMVU.
Oh, yeah.
Adventure Quest Online or RuneScape. Like niggas legit were having like families, like kids, you know.
Me on me.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I had children. Me and my best friend, like we used to play Mii's. We used to show up to each other's houses with laptops and play Mii's together. And I had a husband, I had kids, I had it all. I felt very special. What's funny? What?
When I was in like 5th grade, I was legit with my cousin trying to like. Does my mom watch this channel? I don't know if I want to say that, but
I doubt it. Just say it.
I don't know.
I already know what you're gonna say. I think I heard this
I
story.
mean, it's not bad.
I know this story.
Nah, I don't think you know this story. It's
I
not
think I
bad.
know this story.
Well, which one? You say it. You tell me if.
No, I'm
Say it
not
and then
gonna
I'm gonna.
say that. I'm not gonna say
I want
that.
to hear it. Is it funny?
No, I'm not gonna. I'll text you later. Anyway, what was your
What does that have
story?
to do with it? Text it to me while I'm saying the story, so I can know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So Halo Hotel. I'm gonna share my screen so I can see what this looks like. You see this?
Yes. Oh, I used to play these on the iPhone. You can just
Right.
build
They have this
stuff.
on iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, basically, you see this little character right here. This is what we look like on there, right? And there was this one time. There was this one time where, me and my cousin. Okay, so you have your own hotel room. You could compete for furniture, buy furniture, and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So it was one time me and my cousin was trying to dress fly because you could really tell how corny people were based on how their outfit was. It was some niggas was in there with bell bottoms, like regular.
Mm-hmm.
I had the jersey, gold chain, Adidas on my feet. Like I was really popping. And I remember one time, me and my cousin was like, "Damn, we ain't got no girlfriends on here," shit like that. So one time I invited this girl to my room. So the way that you enter a room is if this is the door, like it's isometric as you can see. So from you're looking at it from up here. Before they walk in, they just standing in the doorway, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
see them in the doorway, but they gotta walk in the room, right? So I invited her in the room, and I was just sitting at the couch. I typed it. I was like, "Come join me on the couch" or whatever. And then she saw my cousin making a drink in the other side of the room at one of the little mini fridges. And she's in the door and she types, "What's going on?" And then so my cousin comes and joins me on the couch and he types, "You know what the fuck going on." So basically we was about to set this girl out at a hotel.
Oh my god.
Like we was on some freaky man vibes, but the fact that we invited her to the crib and I was like, "Come on, like you see the vibes?" Me and my cousin, like she literally was like, "What's going on here?" I'm like, "If you don't get your ass on this couch,"
Oh my
um,
god.
but communities like that where it's a bunch of kids, we should not be doing that. But you
Yeah.
don't know how old people are. So you literally just fucking around with you're not thinking this could be a 40-year-old man dressed as a woman as an avatar. Or on IMVU, I had a girlfriend and I didn't have a kid, but I like my character just had a pistol on him. And like when niggas would talk to her, I would walk up and like do a dance with my pistol. Um, but I never ran into a community that like tried to scorch me or scar me, you know. Like
I
I've been in
did
Reddit, I've been in
multiple
Reddit
times.
threads where I could say something controversial and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here, man. Who the fuck do you think you are, Doc?" And I'll go back in there and I'll get downvoted to hell, but nothing too major to be honest. So you feel like you you ran a couple accounts, you were alive long enough to see yourself become the villain. Um what was that?
The villain
What
at
was
age 15, that is killing me.
what was the list you had? What was the first thing on that list?
The shade room comments.
Shade room comments. Shade room comments. To sum it up, because we got a few things on that list. What sh- shade room comments are the 29 and up adults that feel as though they old enough to let me take that back. 30 and up men and women that feel
Work
like
at,
because they have
I'm not gonna say
who
it.
work
Keep
at the
going.
who work at the DMV or Burlington or fucking shaking tropical smoothie, and they feel like because they've experienced some shit or because they have kids or because that they grown that their say goes. And the issue that I find is that they are still attached to the generation of those old values and they trying to put those old values on current day ideas or how
Yep.
we move around. So that comes with homophobic thought I mean not thoughts homophobic ways of thinking, that comes with gender roles, that comes with um just very bad hot takes, like how do you
Terrible.
like we
Terrible hot takes.
it'd be grown women where I'm just like, you are grown and you think like this, like you tell me how you feel about that while I'll go to any post and I'll read a couple that sound terrible.
Take screenshots so I can insert them for people if
Okay,
you
go
do read
ahead.
them. Shade room I don't follow the shade room at all. I've never followed them personally because I feel like trying to follow a page that like thrives off of like black negativity constantly is just not doing me any type of service in my livelihood. Also, looking at the comments of people, because you know, Shade Room, their comment section gets like 40, 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 comments. That is
So
a
many interactions.
100,000 different people commenting the stupidest shit. You know, we need to start normalizing telling people that their opinions are fucking stupid because the Shade
That's
Room
what I'm
is
saying.
filled with people who don't know what they're talking about. I think the wrong thing we did in society is telling people that everybody's opinion is valid, and that's just not true. Because some of these
Get it?
I'm not gonna say it, some of these people on the internet, interwebs, absolutely don't know what they're talking about. Like the vaccine thing. If you go under the Shade Room comments, like these people sound unhinged. Like I'm just trying to like rationalize, like okay, the vaccine it like has controversy on its own, but to like sit there and like the government is trying to have a microchip. You literally have a social security number. Like the microchip is there. It's
Mhm.
been there. You know what I mean? You have credit cards, you have mortgages, you rent. Your
Talk
name
about it.
is
Talk about it.
everywhere.
Talk about it.
If you
Talk
have
about
an
it.
ID, you're identified.
Hey,
You like
hey, if you diabetic, you literally walk. Never mind.
also also the thing that just drives me up the wall the most, I just don't understand like what's this obsession with always thinking the government is like actively trying to like destroy they're already doing they've been doing it like since the beginning of time. Like they don't have to think of new tactics to get to us, like especially if you're black in America. They have been
Mhm.
destroying our communities since like time, since you know what I mean, since slavery. Like it's been a systematic thing. It's not something that they have to hide. Why would they have to hide it? Like cops get away with killing black men all the time. You are they hiding that? No. So why would they hide vaccine I don't like trying to correlate the vaccine with like I'm getting to like a whole nother subject, but it's like the Shade Room comment section drives me insane because as a person, you know, I went to school for journalism. I'm still, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So it's like I always have to find multiple sources for the things that I read or I discover across Twitter or Facebook, whoever, Instagram, doesn't matter. If I find it and I feel like it's not that credible, or even if it is credible, I still go do research on it further just to make sure that this is like checks out. And most people don't do that. And the Shade Room comment is a collective of people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about
Mhm.
most of the time. Like sometimes people give like good hot takes, other times it's just like off the mark completely. Like with
I
the
try to
Suevo
find. Or go ahead.
Suevo.
Go ahead.
I said Suevo.
And I said, so wait. Yeah, I said this shit too. Go ahead.
The Quavo Sweetie video, like putting your hands on anybody isn't okay. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
like if you look at the comment section, you just see a bunch of niggas, some pick me's being like, well, she was trying to grab his bag and blah blah blah. Okay.
Mhm.
And if that's the
Mhm.
case, then maybe he shouldn't have like dragged her and snatched her back into the elevator and left her on the floor in a corner. Like what? Like logically speaking, anybody who would do that to any like the Shade Room comment section normalizes the most obscene types of like behaviors. Like when did tussling in a relationship become normal? Like it's not normal. When did like putting hands
Tell
on
you
your partner
what.
become normal?
Ari Fletcher and G Herbo.
Okay?
They thought
Like
that she was. They thought that she was cute. She busting upside his damn head.
there's and it's just like I don't know. I can't understand that type of like mindset. And that goes into Ari Fletcher Twitter. What are we doing? What are we doing? Listen,
I
I think
can't.
she's
I
a
can't wait for them baby mamas to stop fucking
I think she's
having.
probably a nice
Just
person or whatever, but like the energy that a
decent
lot of
person.
people have for her is just crazy. Like
Literally,
crazy.
bro. Literally, you date somebody now. You have a platform. Like nigga, huh? Now you're a role model, huh? You had a
I
big
just
ass. Thank you. Go about your day, bitch. I mean, woman. Like, come on, dog. She's so annoying to me. Like,
it's just a little crazy
I'm
to me.
I'm looking at the shade room comments. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I can't really say anything spicy. But the people listening, y'all know what we talking about when the shade room comments be
I'll
like,
post examples. Uh, yeah, when that
you
Tory
know.
Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion stuff came out, we're not gonna speak on that.
How about this?
We're not gonna offer
It
our
won't.
opinions on that
It's not
because
gonna be. I don't have any shade rooms, but I got some shit from Twitter. You want to hear this?
yes.
In response to the Quavius and the Sweeticus altercation before the breakup, I'm looking at the video. These are the text threads. J Train says he handles that like a man. Bitch hits you, you don't hit back. Like we all know, but he still asserted his power. I'm shaking right now. My 2-year-old transgender lesbian son just said his first words. He said, "Is it true that Saweetie, the clout chaser, lied about King Quavo cheating on her for attention?" And I said, "Yes, son. I couldn't lie to him. It was one of the realest moments of my life." Y'all really going to skip
screenshots of this? Take screenshots of this.
Nigga, I'm gonna just share the screen. Y'all really gonna skip her throwing punches and trying to throw shit at him, and he don't throw a single punch or try to choke her?
We can see your text messages.
Delete if. Oh no, that ain't bad.
Okay, the internet kind of went.
Delete that shit. I don't.
Huh? Yeah, I can hear you now. The internet kind of lagged a little bit.
Okay, you can't see anything in there, but there's phone numbers in there, so cut that out.
Okay, yeah, all your texts are just like
it's only text from my mom and sister, but it's their real numbers. Yeah, put like an image over that. Anyway,
I will.
You really gonna skip her? I say so. I read that one. Okay.
You can, you can just share a screen with the like web page you're viewing.
Yeah, that's probably what I should have did.
Yeah, because all the numbers are like there.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
No, stop! Wait, no, Alex.
What's wrong? What? Oh my god! Oh my! I'm not sharing shit else. I'm not sharing shit else, man. I can't escape. Exposed.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna keep reading like I'm just gonna keep reading like I originally was. No relationship perfect. He handled that well. Plus, she started it. Yeah, these niggas are unhinged. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So they are the Marathon Continues niggas on Twitter.
Yes. Marathon Continue niggas are niggas that say
these are all niggas who did not listen to Nipsey Hussle before he died. He passed away.
Niggas are so annoying because they associate this it's like didn't listen to Nipsey Hussle, didn't hear about this nigga until he got killed,
which is very sad.
Then they, and I mean, it's no problem going back and doing your research and appreciating what he stood for and shit like that. But the way these niggas rolled, getting victory lap tattooed on them, putting hashtag Marathon Continues, it be shit like drink 8 cups of water today, Marathon Continues. Like it'll be shit like random,
like the Dr. Sebi shit along with that.
Went to work, I didn't get no red lights, Marathon Continues. Like, this level shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it be so annoying, and they be forcing it. You know what? I've noticed all the Marathon Continue niggas dress the same. They all dress the same. They wear joggers.
Yep.
And dope runners, the Nikes, where they wear foam posits. All them niggas are the same. They walk the same. They smell the same. They all use Old Spice Bear Glove, whatever scent that is, or Octopus Tail, whatever.
Or Dior Sauvage. I hate that cologne so bad.
But Marathon Continue niggas, they just want to be attached to something. They need a movement to attach themselves to. They need to mentally put themselves in a hustler's mindset. It's forced. It's tired.
It's weird.
Come up with a new slogan, bro. That shit get annoying. Marathon Continues, and then niggas, and it be mainly women. It be mainly women that be like randomly on a random Tuesday night posting what's her name, Lauren London. They'll post a picture of Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle, and they'll be like, "A love like this."
We have to stop. We have to stop idolizing relationships too.
And relationships in general, celebrity couples. Niggas idolize Will Smith and Jada Pinkett for my whole entire life. That nigga was blowing somebody back out on the other side of the world while she had that nigga August in the living room. Like, come on, bro. Like,
that is like the funniest thing I ever came across. When Jada and Will sat down at that table and said, "I was in an entanglement." That is hilarious. Honestly, kind of sad for Will though. But but that's my point. Like, we don't know
That's what I'm saying. If they weren't together, in his mind, he thinking, fuck it, we ain't got to get married because this is gonna be a nasty divorce. But I'm gonna fuck some, and that's what she did. She was like, I'm gonna fuck some. The issue was that she masked it as mentor and mentoree,
It
or
was very
mentee and
manipulative.
mentor,
Yeah.
and then but she had him in his house around her kids. Like, I'm fucking women that our kids will never see. You fucking a nigga that they hanging out and going bowling with. Like, what, you see what I'm saying? But we go
I
to
don't
the next
know.
one on the list.
But that's yeah, I just feel like when we like obsess over this goes back to like obsessing over like
Hey, yo,
singers,
my
obsessing over like
hurting tonight.
relationships,
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta
obsessing
get.
over like these types of people doesn't really do us any type of because we don't know these people. Like we don't know Will and Jada. You know what I mean? They could
I'm a
just be
can of
staying
paint.
together because divorcing would be terrible for their assets. You know what I mean? Because that
Nigga,
happens.
niggas see these people in movies and think that's them.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. I've never like sat there and idolized a celebrity couple because I just don't feel like these are people that are publicized heavily. So obviously, to a degree, they have to kind of act like this.
The fuck I look like having Nicolas Cage as a role model. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, my bad, my bad. Fuck, the fuck I look like having Matthew McConaughey as a role model because he saved that one bitch in Ocean. I mean, that one girl in Ocean.
I
I mean,
mean,
in Discord.
I feel like
Okay,
it's
okay. I'm
okay to
sorry. I'm gonna
have
say
a
this.
role model. Like
The
Kobe Bryant was a role model to a lot of people, or
not to
like,
cut you off, not to cut you off, but I'm catching myself take on those toxic traits from the Discord. I'm using the word bitch so much right now.
yeah,
It's
you
because
are.
I've been calling niggas bitches for the past 2 hours. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
A little unsavory. Anyway,
You dig?
um, I don't even remember what point I was
What's
making.
the next on the list? What's next on the list?
Damn, I really forgot my point. I feel like it was a good point too.
You were just saying don't idolize people that we don't know. We don't
Oh
have any
yeah,
attachment to them.
it just doesn't serve you well at the end of it. You know what I mean?
What's the next one on the list?
Forex gamer niggas.
4X niggas. That's the okay. We can combine 4X and LLC. Wake up and get this bread Twitter. You can talk about that one because you be on Twitter more than me. You be on Twitter more than me.
Okay, I just have to make this comment. I really want Black people collectively to not let what is that fucking website? 4chan hot takes.
Reddit as well.
Reddit hot, yeah, to like inject in our communities because it looks so stupid when we eat that shit up. Like Forex, like that entire like yeah, at first it was like a serious thing and then 4chan got a whiff of it and then they started kind of like becoming really ridiculous with it and making like fake banners and fake stuff and people ran with it and it's like we're eating this up.
Nigga, Forex is
We're
literally
eating this up.
Forex is the stock market version of Herbalife or fucking Mary Kay or fucking Avon products. It's a pyramid scheme, bitch.
Also, most people don't know how to invest in stocks.
You
You
know
kind of
that
have to be really Forex is like the free trade market. It's a really unstable market. And
you
if
see
you really
that
don't know what you know, most people don't know how the stock
nigga
market
don't make money.
works.
You see that Hood Mills dude is in there. You see that now? How all he posting about is y'all trying to make bread. DM me, nigga.
Yeah, well, because
No, I
most of
want to
these
laugh,
people,
ho. I want to
yeah,
laugh.
most of these people who are like invest or like posting those get like a commission out of like every
Right,
person.
right,
So it's like
right.
their most of their money is coming from people that they're like getting into this
It's
program.
like Cutco. You ever have friends that work for Cutco selling knives and shit?
Never.
Did you ever hear about it?
No.
Cutco is a company that will literally say, "I'm gonna give you these amount of knives, sell these knives, and then every person that you bring on will give you an X amount of." I had
Yeah.
Mason, I had these niggas having Cutco. Hey, this is Jeremy from Cutco. I was recommended by Justin Goose. You know, shit like that, and I'm like, nigga, no, this is you think I'm gonna like I said, it's just like
Yeah.
Avon, you gotta buy in to make money.
Which
No,
is like again, like the stock market is not something
that
that's
you
like
just learn
super
overnight. You
yeah,
know,
it's also not something that's super digestible to like the average person. You kind of have to like know what you're doing to get like good money from it.
so a lot of people just put their money into a hedge fund or like something where they can say, "Let me pay you as a fee so that I
Yeah.
can give you a lump sum of my money and you work that."
Yeah. I
Like,
think also like the issue is like a lot of these people that are like, oh look, everybody makes money out of investing. Like you're again, you're idolizing celebrities that have people doing this for them. They're not like doing this themselves. You know what I mean? Like
nigga,
they're not.
the annoying part
They're going to people to do it for them.
when that Bitcoin shit happened, dog. I'm not gonna say no names. There was a couple people, and you know you are, nigga. It was 2 days of Bitcoin, right? The literally like days before, her and I used to joke and like roast niggas about Forex, LLC, wake up and get this bread. You spending that stimmy money on groceries for your impoverished family, but you really could have invested in the LLC type shit. We be roasting niggas like that. And the day after she found out about Reddit, the day after she found out about Bitcoin, next day after that whole shit happened for GameStop, she said, "Hey, y'all really need to wake up and get this bread and start investing. Like we really up to the moon, to the moon." I'm just like, what the fuck? And she literally was like, suddenly her whole brand is investing, invest.
Yeah.
I'm like, all you're doing is going to r/stocks and having to say, hey, everybody put their money on this, and all y'all going, ah. Remember when Patrick was like, let's move this over here? That's all they're doing. Y'all know what you're doing. And I'm not trying to hate on them. I'm not trying to say don't get involved. But when you make that your entire MO or your personality, because it's like, oh, I saw quick returns. What y'all doing, nigga? Huh?
It's also comes off a little classist too, because it's like sometimes I feel like when these people, they try to down people for like working normal jobs. They'll be like, you're working a 9 to 5, you could do X,
what did that
Y,
girl
Z.
say? I want me an entrepreneur. I don't know, baby girl. Who's that girl? Baby girl.
Simone.
I just want an entrepreneur.
I like B. Simone.
She sold a book, and it was a coloring book. I'm over her. You like that voice?
I think she's a cool person. I don't think she's like
B. Simone is another person.
I don't know that woman. I don't know that woman, so I don't really.
Okay.
I can't like not.
But
I can't like automatically dislike someone I don't know.
B. Simone is another one of those influencers that I feel has an annoying fan base, an annoying community. There's a couple influencers that I literally cannot stand. King Bach or King Batch. That nigga is a literal modern day minstrel show. His entire Vine come up was based on black stereotypes for white people to laugh at. Let's see.
It's pretty corny. Yeah.
B. Simone speaks to all the women that idolize Ari Fletcher.
I don't feel like that. I feel like B. Simone is just loud and funny.
You think she's funny?
Some of her like videos are somewhat funny.
Oh, you must think I'm a hoot. You think she's funny, dog.
I don't think she's like boring per se. I think people find her like not great because of how loud she is.
It's not about volume. That shtick is annoying.
But that's like her brand now.
Okay. Haha Davis. After 3 videos, that nigga
I don't know who that is.
The nigga that be like, sir, guard. The nigga that was like,
I don't know who that is.
What? Ain't right there, because now you got me looking stupid. They got me in this cave. Help! I mean,
what? No. I like a lot of internet influencers though. Like, what's his name?
When you see his face, you'll know.
Like, what's his name? That dude who like goes on Instagram Live a lot. He was in Drake's music video.
Oh, Drewski is funny.
Yeah.
This nigga, you seen him?
I have never seen this man a day in my life.
You've seen this nigga.
Never have I ever seen this man a day in my life.
Okay, anyway. Drewski is funny. He's hilarious. That's a comedian with range.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's a one-trick pony, and I'm ready to pin the tail on it. You did? Hold on, I'm still in battle.
You are such a hater.
I'm still in battle rap mode. Let me relax. Cut that part out. I don't want my bars leaking.
Okay. I'll put like a little. I'll put Xavier's war.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like she speaks to a portion of the Shade Room comment section. Personally,
I agree.
Another community. Since we were talking about relationship couple communities, I'm so fucking tired of looking at women, grown women and men, teenagers, little kids, idolize fucking these families on YouTube. They're so cringy.
I agree. Also like
Queen Naija and Chris Sales, cringy and annoying and messy. I get that their brand is transparency, real life problems. We're just a family trying to make it. Over it. What's that nigga? What's that Kiki Kiana and that nigga that they've been dating since I was in high school. It's 2 niggas and they both names start with a K, I think.
I don't know.
It's like Trail. I don't know. They're annoying.
You talking about Diarra?
Diarra and
is it Diarra?
Whatever the fuck. they're annoying. The Ace family,
I
they're
like
annoying.
Dear as a person. She's
But
cute.
the people that watch those families,
I think it's
how do
also
they not
weird to put your kids on the internet. It's kind of
that?
weird.
And how do they not see through the fact that these families or people are literally exploiting them? Like it's so fake. It's so
Well, you also have to understand
produced.
like most of their viewership are like young people.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
That's
I'm
why
not
this
gonna
is
hold you.
toxic.
When I was like 15, I don't think I watched like family vlogs, but I watched like I would watch like relationship couple vlogs and stuff and I would keep up with them. Yeah, I know it's really
You could
cringy, but I was
you could have
young.
kept you could have kept that in your pocket, dog. I ain't want to
But I
know
was
that.
young, but think about it as a young person, like you're 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, I
what is
get the
that
appeal.
GF pranks or whatever? I used to be really into them and watch their like vlogs or like Jenna Marbles and her boyfriend.
Oh, Jenna,
I love Jenna Marbles. What the heck? No. What's wrong with you? You don't even
did
know
you
that
used to watch?
woman. You just don't
You
like her
used to
because
watch.
she's
You
everyone loves Jenna
say it,
Marbles.
say
You're like
it,
the
say
only
it,
person I
say it,
know who doesn't
say
like
it.
Jenna
Cause she's what? Cause
Marbles.
she's what? Say it,
You
say
don't
it,
like
say
her because
it. Cause
she's
she's what?
white. I'm already knowing.
Did you used to watch Shane Dawson?
No. No,
I
I
hate that you
didn't.
just laughed in my face.
I'm not.
What's
I
next?
didn't watch Jane Dawson. He grossed me out. Like as a child, I did not like that man. He grossed me out. He just looks sweaty all the time.
What's next on the list? He did look greasy. What's
Yeah, I
next on the
didn't
list?
watch him. Um,
Because
I
you
think
know
we
I'm
kind
saying
of
I'm
hit
having.
everything.
Are you serious? What's the phone? What's the phone?
Besides
I
like
gotta come up.
TikTok comment sections. Ooh,
That's you.
so
You speak to that because
toxic.
I don't even have a TikTok. So you speak to that. I'm all ears.
Okay. TikTok comment sections are some of the worst. Oh my God. You know what it is? I think when you have an app that has a lot of like young people like going through puberty and stuff, it's like
The edge lords.
yeah, because I was like that at that age. So it's like
I
you're
know.
always trying to be edgy. You're always trying to be on the verge of like, how like, you know what I mean? How like bad can I play this role? You know what I mean? Like they never
Yeah.
like the comment sections are insane. And as an adult who's on the app, I like the app. It's funny as hell. Sometimes like okay, I was encountering this video.
Mhm.
They come up with a lot of toxic trends. Like one of the trends was like something about if you like I don't even remember the trend. I'm trying to remember. Something about like you have to like if your nose doesn't look a certain way or your face or something. I don't even know. But
The
um
fuck?
yeah, it's a lot
If
of
you
really
don't
weird
look a certain way.
it's a lot of weird trends that keep coming up. Oh, it was a filter. It was a filter and if the filter didn't like if you didn't make like a certain if the filter didn't show up on you, that meant you were ugly.
Is
Okay.
ugly? Yeah, I figured.
And so the comment sections on like pretty or like what society would deem not beautiful, conventionally beautiful people, which I don't that's another thing. I don't really know how you can like deem someone as like not being pretty or being ugly. I guess,
Yeah.
you would see
Well,
like
you know how that works. European beauty standards.
I mean, yeah. So it's like they would just be in these comments horrendous, being like, oh, I ran straight to the comments, or um, why is her hair looking like that? It's like it's tearing these people apart. And these are young people being attacked by other young people. It's like bullying, but like on a mass scale. It's actually kind of scary. I wonder how those effects would come. I wonder what type of effects, these, I guess, teenagers would have years from now. Because there was also this, like, little kids on that account, like super little, like 7 or 8, will make like these, like,
Mhm.
TikToks account about like, fidget toys or something. And they'll like it'll get to like the part of TikTok that's extremely toxic and the entire comment section is just making fun of their voice, making fun of their
Yeah.
room, it's clothing, shoes, everything like at a 8, 9-year old. You know what I mean? Like parents be careful cuz the internet is dangerous. It's more dangerous now than
Now,
ever. Like when we used
some of
it,
that shit,
it wasn't as bad as it is now. Like it's crazy now.
some of that shit is funny though.
It is funny, but like I feel bad for laughing.
I don't agree. I don't agree with like going too far, but I'm a black man.
We should do an episode on
That one was
why
funny.
TikTok is toxic. Because I think it's helped a
You
lot
would
of
have to leave
people.
that one because I don't get on it enough. I feel like you could do a deep dive on like how you could use it for the better or the
Yeah, you
worse.
can definitely use it to promote your brand and promote, you as a person. And it's helped a lot of Black women and Black men get like to where they need to get to, and a lot of creators. But it unfortunately, like the toxicity of that account is like staggering. It scares me. Like running into videos of like a guy shooting themselves in the head. Like that's
Turn
intense.
up.
Especially on a kids app. Like, I don't know.
If we do that episode, is it going to be within the next 6 months? Episode 4 or?
Are you trying to say that it's gonna take us?
So Kevin Samuels. Let me pull up his videos.
Yeah, let me just shut the fuck up. Cause clearly. Let me just shut the fuck
That's
up.
right.
Go ahead. Run your show.
Know your role, woman. Kidding. Edit.
I'm not editing that out.
Don't let me get canceled. Edit.
I'm not editing that out.
How are you really gonna cancel your co-host? That is so funny.
I will. Keep it going.
You're literally gonna go to hour, minute mark. Like what the fuck? That's gonna be the title of the video. Just the time.
When we do episode 4 next week, because we will be on a regular posting schedule from now on, correct?
Turn up. Oh, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, because we're in a better stage of our lives. Well,
I think we're less hectic. I think we're winding down.
I don't want to say better stage. It's just becoming a lot less crazier. We're figuring ourselves out as young Americans.
You dig? And where the camera at? This shit hard, man. Okay, so I'll just
have been down bad since January.
Let me be transparent. Yiddy. Damn, since last January, for real. This shit been tough. So Kevin Samuels is an image consultant, lifestyle coach. Okay. He says you'll never outperform your belief system. Yiddy. So essentially, he was an engineer out of college. Then he became a salesman. Then he became a image consultant.
Yeah.
So I say that to say that he's he comes from an engineering background, meaning he's articulate. I'm not even gonna say articulate. He's very analytical in how he approaches the situation. Whether you like it or not, in engineering, a fact is a fact. A number is a number. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. That is what it is. Whether it be a concept, a rule, limitations, expectations. It's very, you don't really have emotions when it comes to engineering, in my opinion.
Thank you for your opinion.
So, and you can imagine that with a marketing background.
Misogynistic. Yeah. I can't do it too. I can't do it, but you can do it to me, and I don't shut off my camera. Turn that camera back on.
So.
Oh, no. Turn the camera back on.
Cash at me $5 for.
I'm not cashing up you nothing. Stop it.
I will put it on your tab.
You owe me $100.
Stop. Relax. Okay. Sheesh. Okay. I see them stand accounts coming out. God damn. Oh, so.
Okay.
So, basically. So that in my mind, when I'm hearing this, I'm like, okay, I can see how when he brings up facts or he brings up like, concepts, he's not really here to debate it if he feels like it's fact. It's gonna be like, this is just what it is, right?
Yeah.
Marketing salesman. That means that he knows how to play to your emotions, play to what you want to hear, he knows what's gonna not bode well as for you to be the customer, and he knows how to pull you in and to get you on his side. Turn image consultant, meaning he's taking his articulate background mixed with an analytical background, and he's trying to mold his, you should trust me because I'm a professional and I know what I'm talking about, to better you or what you want or how you want to be approached or seen. He says he got into that because he was helping an old lady get dressed one day, and she was like, hey, or maybe not old lady. Basically, she was like, I got this position or interview and I don't know how to dress. I don't know how to come across. And he helped her pick out an outfit and a new wardrobe, basically. And he said, what do they call that? What is that? Like image consultant? And so he was like, I want to become that. So essentially that's how he branched off into this role of commentary on society.
Yeah.
Right? So I think the way I want to structure this Um, I'll give you a little notes that I saw from the. I'm gonna skip ahead in some of these points in the video. I think I showed you them before, and just to give you a narrative of what to look out for when you're hearing it. In this exact video, are men really holding women back, or the modern woman per
Mm,
se? Is
mm.
what he likes to say. Um, Let me make this a little bit bigger. Pause. Uh, let's see. Okay. Share my screen. Do. Make sure that the DMs aren't open like last time. Our phone numbers are showing. Do. Can you see this?
Yep. And we just see the browser this time.
Okay. Can you hear this video if I play it?
No, make sure you optimize your screen for sharing. Go to like view options.
Oh no! Oh
Mm.
no! Oh no! I've never had to.
No, we did this
I
last
mean,
time,
okay.
remember?
Oh yeah, because it was a video I shared, right?
Yeah. We did this one
How did I
the
do it?
quotes. I don't remember. Oh, technical
No, wait, we
difficulty.
didn't have any audio with that though. We didn't have any audio with
No,
that
we did
though.
have audio.
Share screen.
I don't know why it's not having audio this
Don't
time,
mind.
but we definitely had audio.
Let's share my screen to me. Let's share. Advanced. Let me. I mean, I feel like
This will all be cut out, so you can have time to figure it out.
yeah. Let me see. Recording. Accessibility. Can you Google it real quick? How to share audio during screen share? Or I'll do it. I'll do it.
I could do it. Hold on.
Since
I don't want you to do this anymore. I don't want you.
Okay, I think I found out
Oh
how to do it. Let
God.
me see. Share screen. Oh, I got it. I found it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to okay. We're back online, baby. Hold up. Hot mama. Oh no, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear this?
Daughter to my mother and
Yes.
father.
Okay.
Okay, now optimize
So
video because it's
essentially,
laggy. Why are you putting it to the highest? It's gonna lag so bad. Well, let's try it. Well, let's try. Let's
I
try.
really
Let's
just
try it.
need you to hear that. I just need you to hear the audio anyway.
Okay, I don't want it to lag though when we're like showing it. It's kind of frustrating.
I put it on auto. I put it on auto.
Okay.
So
There's a
basically
way
in
to
this
do it
clip,
though. There's a way, like you have to no. On the Zoom options, like when you're sharing your screen, there's like a thing where it says there's something for the so like on the like green part it says view options. It has something about the video. Go to your Zoom window.
I'm on. Oh, so I need to stop sharing.
Okay, like let
What I
me
gotta
show
share
you.
screen. Optimize. I see it. It
Okay,
won't let me.
yeah.
It doesn't let me do it.
Why?
I don't know why. It's okay. I just need you to hear the audio anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so now we starting for real?
Yep. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We have to get audio for the video.
Okay. So basically, in this, he's talking about in this 2.5 hour live stream, he had women call in. He gives them advice, comments, shit like that. Basically, some of the things he touches on is um, companies and just society weaponizing the anger of women. And I told you about how, like, he says, y'all are really put in places of power or to assert dominance and or to reflect that anger in the workplace to make it more efficient.
Yeah.
Something human resources, customer service, debt collection, security, and they even attack you as a consumer. Producing, alone purchasing is what he calls it. Keep you alone, keep you buying shit. stuff like self-help books or being in communities or high thinkings of we hate men and shit like that, and says even when women cultivate this type of thinking that they have toxic conversations like in a nail shop or beauty salons, like keeping this gender war alive is what not only fuels the commerce, but it keeps this divide and this power struggle between men and women, right? So
Yeah.
he argues that feminism itself is what's holding the modern world together.
Feminism?
Yep.
Okay. Hmm.
Because he says he's a feminist and that he believes in free choice. The issue is that he thinks that him. Okay. So before I get into this video, you and I talked about how okay, if you say a millionaire, I want a six-figure man, I need a millionaire, shit like that. Okay, you and I know that we're not going to sit here and put somebody down. But if you have a person you always hear people say, okay, with this amount of money, you can have whoever you want. You see what I'm saying? With this
Yeah.
amount of money, you want. That saying, that meaning, you can, from your equity or what you resources you have, you can put yourself around or in conversations or use your power and influence to have the type of person you want physically, right? And
Yes.
or what type of partner you receive, because you're gonna find somebody that's willing to submit, that's willing to play a role, that's willing to just be there to satisfy you and give you the needs that you require to be happy, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
And Kevin Samuels pokes holes in the fantasy that a lot of women and men give themselves. So people always comment on how he says, you 5'2", weigh 120 180 pounds and you want a six-figure dude and you don't even look that cute. No, you're not gonna find a high value man or whatever, right? And a lot of people don't realize that these six-figure men, six-figure women, regardless of race, gender, whatever, they are that is not that common. Like I think it's in the top 5 or 10% in America.
Yeah.
Like people think that oh, niggas are just walking around with six-figure salaries. No, that's a very small percentage.
Yeah.
And I keep and women do it the same too. I don't want to just make this seem like oh, it's all about the men having all the power and shit like that. He just speaks from a man's point of view because a lot of women interact with him. And he's made arguments before where he's like, men work the power grid, the sewage system, the trash of like, if men were to disappear tomorrow, women wouldn't know what to do. Y'all wouldn't last. And okay, cool. That's a fine assessment, but let's think about it. Why are women not in those positions? See what I'm saying? So a
Yeah.
lot of times Kevin Samuels, he tells you like it is, quote unquote. He tells you the reality of it, but he really doesn't give. I mean, and who is he to give solutions to the way the world works, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't. That's where the controversy comes from. It's because he at a from a object or quote unquote objective, he just says, look, in America, this is what the standards are, whether you like them or not. Like I said, that analytical background where he's just like, look, this is just what it is, right? He says this is what it is, and you either gonna get down or lay down. So you can either be mad all day that you don't have a man that's worth this amount of money, or you can settle, or you can just go out and get what's around your thing. But trying to fight for this or wanting this is not attainable, right? Um, so
He is the
go ahead.
embodiment of man, I think. He's what all men think.
Think that, and that's what we were saying earlier, right?
I don't want to say
Okay, for
all, but
instance,
like a lot of this is like he's literally the embodiment of the patriarchy. Like he is
I
this is
was
what men think usually,
I
especially
wish I
rich
wish we
men.
I wish we recorded that convo we had that one night because we went on like a deep dive of him.
It was a really good convo.
I know I'm so mad we didn't get it. But what were we talking about? We were saying like he because I remember when you said that he embodies men, and I was like, okay, there's some shit that as a man or as a woman you can say there are certain things, thoughts that you can have, or desires and or fleeting little feelings that you can have that you know are rooted in patriarchy or that are rooted in misogynistic ways of thinking or rooted
Yes.
in, oh, I'm playing this role that I talk against or speak against or wouldn't want my mother being married to or my sister's dating. Um, Kevin Samuels basically, when you hear that reflected to you, it validates you.
Yeah.
So Kevin Samuel saying a man don't want to come home and argue with you. He just got off work, suck his dick and make of dinner. A nigga gonna hear, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need. Like nigga, huh? Excuse me. Like, so that's what I mean when I say that salesman background allows him to. He knows who he's speaking to and he knows who he's talking to.
You're absolutely correct.
Um,
Yeah.
another example: a woman in this very video said, oh, I'm an RN, I work however many hours a week, and I want 3 kids, and I'm 28. He said, okay, well, do you want kids or do you want to have a career? And she's like, what are you talking about? And he was like, you're not gonna have 3 kids and keep a career working at that pace or making the same amount of money or finding a husband and being happy. One of them is gonna have to switch. And she was like, yeah, I've been thinking about that. And that's not him saying you as a woman cannot have it all. You can't have your cake and eat it too, or you're not capable of doing that. But he was like, okay, let's try to do that. You have 3 kids. What you gonna be doing? You still trying to have a career at that rate, or in this fashion. The kids are gonna be raised by a babysitter. You're not really gonna have that attachment to these kids, and or you're just gonna throw them off to a kids camp. You're just gonna throw them out to. You're basically gonna just be paying more money to have them dealt with because you just wanted them. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So uh and it's not the woman's fault if a woman and a man, if they have a baby, the woman is out of commission for at least 9 months and then some, because the baby, she still has to care for the baby, right?
True.
uh a man can get you pregnant. I'm working all day. You see what I'm saying? That's a biological thing that women have to come over, have to deal with, unfortunately. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
no way around it. I'm a woman. Let's say I'm a goddamn let's say I work at a factory as a woman, right? I'm
Yes.
pregnant. I'm not about to be on my feet all fucking day. I'm about to go home. I'm about to have maternity leave, right?
Yeah.
Uh, now that I have this child, that's an entire different set of responsibilities that a man doesn't really have to deal with it, because most men just keep working. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the mom is there to nurture, the mom is there to feed, the mom is there to raise, be this house builder, this family unit, right? She's the backbone of the household, right?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what was expected. Um, and like we talked about, there was a time where, okay, the role of the woman is to get married at 16, 17, 18, 19, have some kids, have a dad go to work, and have one happy family in the suburbs. That's not the case nowadays. Women are more emboldened, women have more opportunities, women are encouraged to go get these careers. Kevin Samuel says this has damaged the modern home unit, because he feels like feminism calls these women to tell them,
Mm.
go get your career, go be about your own business. And he says, but a lot of these women that are in these high value positions, or said career first, man family second, now they're single because they don't want to let go of what they've built so much. You see what I'm saying?
I
So
understand that, but
and
um
and he and I'm not agreeing with it, but he says this because as a man, or he this is a highlight into how he truly thinks. He says no woman chooses the man she wants. He says if a woman is with a man, it's because the man chose her. That's how he feels. Before any money is involved, before any classes is involved, before any look, if he thinks a man has to choose you, right? Another example. He says, women, you really expect yourself to be with these this 6-figure man or this high value man, and he not gonna cheat on you? You should just be happy that you with him.
oh
He gonna want to
god.
step out. If he traveling all over the world, all over the country, and he ain't seen you in 3-4 weeks, he gonna want to fuck. You got to deal with that. Like, so this is the type of thinking in the back of his mind where he's saying, basically, know your role. But the reason why people listen to him is because he tries to back it up with shit that you. I mean, like, I'm not gonna argue the fact that, yeah, men are in a lot of positions of power. That doesn't mean that, oh, men are the best. No, that just means that y'all put yourselves in position of power. You see what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
speak to the problem. He speaks to the reality of a lot of situations, right? So I want to go to a few of these clips of these little standpoints that I clicked in the video, where you just kind of get little snippets of how these internet shows go, right?
Okay.
And ironically enough, he was on Instagram Live a few minutes ago. Hold up, I have it as 24:30.
Who talk life isn't fair. Life isn't fair. That's not fair.
He's impersonating a woman right
Fair,
now.
fair. That whiny debate display. Many women are saying, God, I didn't know why it sounded like that. And here's the funny thing I hear more often than anything else. I get this comment from women. Oh my God. Hearing my thoughts come out of another woman's mouth on your show makes me realize how crazy I sound. Thank you for your show. I am now a better wife to my husband, sister to my brother, mother to my children, daughter to my mother and father. That's saying something. That's why we keep on chugging. Keep on chugging, keep on moving. Because what is really holding modern women back? Well, I submit what's holding modern women back is some key areas. First off, we talked about Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash is a sister who's had her anger weaponized by 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 other men, and it was actually turned against uh probably many would say in the black
He's
community.
talking about her being a
Now,
Trump.
before
Yeah.
Stacey Dash was an affirmed conservative, she was the ish from her stint on the show Clueless to her B starring movie roles. Stacey Dash always had love. I personally loved it when she showed up in King magazine and Maxim. Oh my God. Mm. Whoo, holy Jesus, holy Jesus. And this is why I laugh when people like, he's gay, he's gay. Shit, leave your girl around me and let's see. I laugh when
Okay.
these people say that because just admit I'm better at this than you. I'm more talented, I'm smarter, I'm better looking.
Okay. So you can see how he's annoyed that women he seems like women just kind of whine and cry rather than playing their role. You see what I'm saying?
Debt collection. Oh yeah. Security. Any place where there's conflict, they're gonna hire Big Shirley. Because Big
This is
Shirley
insane.
is going to cut for her man. Who's her man? I'm sorry. Didn't you realize it's the company? It's the institution.
Big
You know, when
Shirley.
1 in 4 of you going to get married, most of them are married to their job that
Damn.
they call a career. Oh,
You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
He just made a point.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was I know it burns. I'm sorry. Get you some salve and put on it. Get you a little wine, some Xanax, some tissue, some Haagen-Dazs, because we're going there tonight. Because what's holding you back is your anger. Your anger, justified or not, is being weaponized for other people's benefit. And you're just getting older, more disagreeable, likely more out of shape, and harder to be with.
Mm.
See, while Stacey Dash can make the proclamation she made, she's still Stacey Dash. She's still Stacey Dash. If she had an Instagram, I would be in her DM talking about holla at your boy. I'll be in LA in a couple of weeks. And if you want to get some rehab, oh, I got a digging stick for you. No cap. For real, for real. So, Stacey, you get that?
I do want to say this, and when niggas say for real, you know they 33 and up. Um, but as you can see, he's speaking to Stacey Dash could do whatever she wants because she's still fine. She go find a man. But as most of these women are seeing, if you choose your career or not, the older you get, the less appealing you are to these high value men that would rather have a woman that. And I think he talks about it later on. He says your job as a woman is to be for your husband to be fit, um, submissive, and cute. Basically his therapist. Like he basically says the older you get, the more experiences you get, you're less valuable to men that have the opportunity to choose whoever he wants, right?
But like,
Um,
he's not all
mhm.
the way wrong about a lot of what he's saying. Like, if you're going by traditional, like if you are not in like, you know, I don't know how to explain this. Like, if you're a woman and you're like looking for a traditional home role, you have to understand that like men do control this world, majority of the world, they control the narrative at all times. So it's like, I guess to want the things that you do want, I mean, in a sense, you do have to kind of settle for something that might seem subpar because I mean, again, this is what I mean. Like, he's the embodiment of the patriarchy. This is literally what rich men think. This is what men think. Like, they think like,
Yeah.
oh, she's choosing, she has a career and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, he's also right about the Stacey Dash point. Like, I hate to say it, but like, she is so, what is the word? As like displeasing as she may be, if this was like a dark skinned Black woman who might, you know, maybe heavier set or whatever the case, if she was doing the exact same thing Stacey Dash was doing, she would
Mhm.
not be in the same
Be given a
position.
pass.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? But because Stacey Dash is this light skinned biracial woman who like still looks the way that she looks, people still see her as attainable. Still, people
The,
still see her as like beautiful. I don't, you know,
right. And
regardless of her like who she is as a person.
I think niggas take me as when I kind of when they see that I'm not really just on his wave, or even if I give any pushback to what he's saying, it's not the fact that I'm saying, oh, your lies, I don't want to hear it or whatever. I understand that you're speaking to what quote unquote reality, right? My
Yeah.
issue is I think because I have little sisters and a mother, I wouldn't if I can consciously say, um, oh, my mom put her shit on. Like maybe I'm just too confident in a degree where if my sister wants to keep her career, I would never tell her to say stop working your job so that you can go be with this nigga that got more money than you. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all he's saying is that okay, well, you either gonna be single or you gonna get a nigga that's not in that high value because you're not seen as something that's work with wittable.
And
You're
he's
seen as an
speaking to black men who think like this because this is true. This is what black men, no, I'm not going to say all, but like black men with that type of influence and power and money status or whatever the case may be, they do think like this. They
right.
don't
They just want
necessarily
they
want,
they
yeah,
want you as a prop. They want you as a
they're
prop.
playing traditional family roles. So as a traditional family role, why would they necessarily desire a woman who has a job that might match their income? Or you know what I'm saying? Even if they do have a
And
job that
that's the
matches their income, like,
and that's what annoys me because I'll never be in a relationship and feel as though there's a 60-40 or it's always going to be a 50-50 for me.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, who am I to tell you any like I would never approach a woman that I'm dating and talk to her a way that I wouldn't talk to her in front of her parents. Or I wouldn't expect her to do some shit that her mom and dad would be like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's a sense of respect. It's a sense of equality in that sense, right? Like I like even the mindset where women will say, or when men will say, hey, at the end of the day, I'm the man of the household. So if my wife and I have a disagreement, my rule goes because I'm a man. No, you see what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I think
yeah.
a lot of niggas have that. I think a lot of niggas have that mindset because they might be in positions where, well, I pay the bills, or well, I'm the one that's bringing it. You know what I'm saying?
Or you
Where they
know,
feel as if they have leverage. You know,
yeah, it's
but
also just based off of some people's surroundings that just is what they might have been exposed to. You get what I'm saying? So that's
exactly
the type of like, you get what I'm saying?
because Kevin Samuels believes that once the roles switched to where women were more empowered about how they enter not only the workplace but just social cues and how they come across the men, he feels as though that generation birthed a lot of beta males. So
Mm.
he's this idea of alpha male, assertive dominance, you know, why
He's
cower
trying to
to a woman
establish
that
the patriarchy. He's trying to keep it intact, is what he's doing.
Therapy. You got a lot
correct.
to be angry about. Everybody else is talking about Valentine's Day and going on vacation, and all you got is your out of wedlock baby, your dog, a middling job sort of career, and you cannot relate to the other women around you. So you get more mad. And instead of getting counseling or some therapy and getting yourself straight and stop getting so angry with things that really are have a lot to do with
And look at
you,
these super chats. This
you
nigga get
get
like
more frustrated
$100,
with
fifty
people and they
dollars, two hundred
I know I
weaponize
was
dollars.
that
looking at that. I
anger.
was like,
You're
geez.
like the Incredible Hulk who gets stronger the more angry he gets. The problem is you're working on somebody else's behalf and their benefit. And by the time you finally calm down and Dr. Bruce Banner reemerges, you look back over the wreckage and it's not New York City. It's not Sokovia. It's not any one of them other places in the Marvel movies. The wreckage is your life. The wreckage is your life.
Nigga.
I'm glad you
He
asked.
is funny though. He is funny.
I think
Yeah.
you've been used by the feminist movement. See, feminism is about female choice. That's why I say it. I believe in feminism, about women having the right to choose. To housewife, career woman, you should have the choice. But these women's movements have used you ladies. I mean, Sue Ellen Browder already told you that, Cosmopolitan told women a bunch of lies to sell them products. You look back over the last 10 years, all the programming that happens during daytime TV is to make women angry at men. Why? To keep you to keep you going to work as a single person, to make the money for the upper people. I mean, don't you realize the people above you, like Beyonce, all the single ladies, buy my single while she going home to her husband. There's a lot of money in keeping you angry, ladies. There's a lot of money keeping you single and away from men. And the people who are keeping you angry is the ones that are keeping you from men. And that looks like another woman. Think about last night when I had the woman on my show and I asked her, I'm like, ma'am, why do women like you feel like you're benefiting or helping women by lying to them. This woman on my show last night said that she believed the majority of women, black women in this case, 60 to 70% of these women were fit for marriage, ready for marriage, marriageable. And she believed that the same percentage, 65 to 70% of the women are in physical shape. And she believed the 60 to 70% of these women are feminine, living right in Ohio. She said it with a straight face. That's why I uploaded it. I need you guys to watch. Almost there. Booty butt cheeks, booty butt cheeks, booty butt cheeks, booty butt.
This nigga is unhinged.
What the fuck?
A man picks you.
Here you go.
That gets often rewired when you are raised by masculine women, because it's almost like women, like you almost speaking as though you had to go out and find a man.
Right.
No. You have to become a feminine asset, and people seek out assets. So you're an attractive young lady, but you weren't raised with your dad in the house. Yes or no? Was he in the house?
Yeah, my parents got divorced when I was in high school.
Okay. So you have a deeper register for your voice. So that's going to come across as masculine. So you need to be cognizant of that and work on it, because having a deeper register is what it is. You can make.
So basically,
Can I just say something about that last clip that I noticed? Okay. I think also part of his brand is he like tries to find something to attack someone on, like this lady that just came on, when you can kind of tell that he was going to go right in on her if she said, oh, I didn't grow up with the dad in the house. But as soon as she said, no, I grew up with my dad present in my life, he immediately went to, well, your voice is kind of deep. Like,
you know what? You know why he was doing that? Was because he was just getting at the fact that she was masculine. So he was saying, was your dad in the house? Because if he wasn't, then he would think that, well, your mom had to make up for the masculine nature that wasn't present in the household. See what I'm saying? Or the fact that there was a dad in the house. Now he's like, okay, well, your voice is deep, so that's going to come across the way. You know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be something that he pinpoints in his mind that he says, this is what's going to get you in the way of finding your high man of value or the man that you want and shit like that, right? But the reason why we are talking about Kevin Samuels is because this is another community that I
pretty
feel
toxic.
toxic.
Yeah,
it's very toxic because it's fueling the niggas around the world that wear tank tops and drive Mercedes, and they make $60,000 a year, and they feel like he's talking about them.
They are not. He is not talking about you guys.
He's not talking about you.
He is talking about the investors, the engineers, the Silicon Valley men of America,
the doctors, the
lawyers,
right. Trust fund babies, the niggas that just run the wealth, like
literally.
And the women are so pick me. Like there's a woman in this call that I didn't feel like getting the timestamp, but she was like, you know what? When I first found your channel, I did not agree, but listening to you, my household is better. I'm more submissive for my husband. We don't have as many problems. I would imagine probably because you eat a lot of shit. You just take it because you're like, you know what? I want my man happy. So if not nagging him or annoying him about this or that will keep him happy, which keeps money in my pocket, which keeps our household feeling nice, and all we do is fuck around and eat, and we just have day on vacation. Like, yeah, it's gonna be easy when you take shit because the nigga feels like you should be able to because he has his powers over you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. I think it's kind of it's one of those things like we've already said that he's speaking to like a specific audience, but at the same time, are you on your phone?
Somebody text me. Go ahead.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys for coming to our episode and watching it. Yeah, Kevin Samuels, all the toxic Twitter accounts of America. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the point we're making is to stop idolizing groups of people and idolize yourself. Place belief in yourself, because all you really have at the end of the day is you. You know what I mean? If you believe in God, do that. I believe in God, so I place a lot of belief in him too. You know what I mean? Just
Don't
live your
love
best
God,
life.
follow you.
Yeah, just live your best life, and maybe don't be a part of these subs. The internet disappears when you like exit the real world. When you touch grass, it's not there. You know what I mean? The internet is not always. I don't want to say it's not always around you, but like when you go outside and like meet people, people don't act like this in real life. You know what I mean? Most of the time, people are like kind of like a lot. The saturation is turned down. Okay, so just keep it cool. Thanks
Keep
for
it cute.
coming. Thanks for tuning in to another
Another
episode.
honorable mention. Another honorable mention. Um, relationships on that one. I meant to involve Derrick Jackson. That's another nigga that women. Let me tell you why he ain't texting you back. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Shout out to his warrior of God, his wife.
With that bonnet on, girl.
I feel very bad for her.
It's a beret, apparently it's a hat.
So if the God.
To surmise Derrick Jackson, Kevin Samuels, and the likes, all of them relationship guru communities, y'all are toxic as well because you're funneling this. And for the niggas falling for it, I feel bad for you. I feel like they have to be impressionable or people that just don't have much self-confidence to sit there and hear the bullshit they're saying. I feel like people like these gurus or people that are not probably don't have any background in sociology or any degrees in it. I feel like they speak to people's fears, insecurities, and they thrive on that. You know what I'm saying? They're just good salesmen. They basically, like you said, was your father in the house? It's that predatory mindset where you're saying, how can I pick her apart without knowing a single thing about her? Oh, well, your voice is deep, so yeah, you probably need to work on it. How the fuck is she gonna work on her voice being deep? You got a deep register. Like,
just more people need to adapt the concept of self-reflection.
And not all advice is bad. Like, not everyone that you encounter on the internet is gonna be like, you better be careful, think twice about what they say. But when you just got to be able to discern. And the annoying part is when those people, the most die-hard people, fans of that community, are usually the loudest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So bench on it, just like stan communities. The loudest ones in this community are the reasons why people have a negative connotation on anime, gatekeepers, pop, K-pop, rap, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Nipsey Hussle fan, whoever we talked about.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a whale in a sense in the group where they take up the big part of that hive mind because they're the ones so passionate that they're spewing it. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Do we have a lesson for this episode?
The lesson is to be yourself.